Okay, guys, let us continue with the second part of this completion. Part two of the second part of the completion. So before we continue, I would like to show you that I will put in the Google Classroom the Thomas Allen Thomas Allen and Alan Roberts book, chapter 8, completion and walkover as your reference, and then one book in the chapter 4, completion projecting fluid, and from the development petroleum science I will put in the page 604. So this is page 604. We will have a completion fluid also. So this is your reading assignment, and next week I will give you a homework to be submitted next week. While for this week, you just in the Google Classroom you just put hadir and as class attendance. Let's continue with this one. So previously we talked about the water-based mud. Now we are talking about oil-based mud. So I want to go fast. So this is the advantage of oil-based mud. So it will not what you call it, inhibitive to shell and clay, so will not swell the shell and clay, and good lubricity and other things like low corrosive density is wide range and compatible to many oil production and for reservoir production. But disadvantages, limitation, especially in the disposal. It's hard to dispose this one, the mud, the completion fluid, and among other things. Okay, so and then we'll talk about the backup fluid, and after we talk about the backup fluid, just read it, okay? Because we have a lot of things to cover. Okay, so this crystallization point, which is important in order not to have a crystallization in the brine, and we end up with having what we call it hydrate. So if you have a hydrate, you end up with having a crystal thing like an ice, which is plugging everything in the well bore. So we avoid this one. This is the region of hydrate forming hydrate here. This is the free region. So if you have a high density, especially in high pressure and with a low density, or if you have a low temperature with a high pressure. So this is the problem in the North Sea area, but not in our area of Indonesia, but depends also if you work in offshore, you end up with having a hydrate in the riser. Okay. And this is an example of Gulf of Mexico. This is okay, and then it is an offshore thing. Now we talk about, this is the one that you have to work one by one, how to calculate the average well temperature. how to calculate the average temperature in increase over the APA standard measurement temperature, calculate the density loss due to temperature, calculate the average hydrostatic pressure, calculate the density gain due to pressure, and calculate the average vapor density. So you will find it here after this example problem. Okay, just go through this one, just read it, and then to temperature, I will give you a homework later on, but follow this procedure one by one. Okay, I will go through it fast, and then after that we talk about the solid free brine system, which is there is no solid in the brine. Okay, it also have the same. This one, the solid free brine system. This one is covered in previously, but this is in Indonesian version of the solid free brine. Okay, this is the Indonesian version. So just read this one until the end of the slide. Okay, and if you see the completion fluid here, you have a subsection for this one, and for the one and two also you see the function of the completion. But ignore detailing completion for complicated reservoir. And then for another one, this by Belardi, Jonathan Belardi, is a simple explanation of completion fluid. So that's it, guys, for today. I will ask you to say something in the Google Classroom to say that where I attend the class. That's it, guys. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.